The Bard in the Bible, May 13th. Keep the peace. In peace there's nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. Henry V, Act 3. That we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty. For this is good and acceptable in the sight of God our Saviour. 1 Timothy 2:2-3. Henry V's stirring speech before the walls of Harfleur is a masterpiece of motivation. His troops are weary. The battle looks lost. But the former drinking buddy of Falstaff must call his men to risk their lives against daunting odds. As he begins, he admits, "In peace there's nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility." But, he adds, when the blast of war blows in our ears, a man must stiffen the sinews, summon up the blood. He appeals to their manhood, family pride, and patriotism, concluding, "Follow your spirit," and upon their charge cry, "God for Harry, England, and St. George." And it works. The soldiers fly forward and the town is conquered. Maybe when Shakespeare wrote those first lines of Henry's speech, he remembered Paul's words encouraging a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty. Paul was, of course, writing 14 centuries before Henry to a pastor, not soldiers, in the days of the Roman, not British Empire. But the ideal is the same. A quiet and peaceable life of godliness and honesty should be our goal. In turbulent times, we should work for peace and quiet. In times of peace, we should exemplify committee and cooperation, avoiding and resolving conflicts, and living lives of peace, godliness, and honesty wherever we may be. What actions can you take forward and toward a quiet and peaceable life today? By tale or history, St. George, who according to legend killed the dragon, is the patron saint of England. The feast of St. George was elevated to a festum duplex, double feast at a church council in 1415 on the date he was martyred, April 23rd. Shakespeare was probably born and died on St. George's feast day.